Hey Foxes, I am very, very sorry that you guys can't go to camp this year. I know that's something you guys probably look forward to for a long time. But because of that, I decided I would put together some camp songs for you guys. And your teachers are going to help me out with some of them. So this first one is called Boom Chicka Boom. It's not really a song so much as a chant, and you get to change up the style each verse. So in this one, you are going to echo me. You're going to repeat after me. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Valley Girl style. This is my
Valley
favorite.
Girl style.
I said like boom, chicka boom.
I said like a boom, chicka boom.
I said like boom, chicka boom.
I said like a boom, chicka
Boom.
boom.
I said like boom, take me shopping, chicka boom.
I said a boom, take me shopping, chicka boom.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Underwater style.
Underwater
Get your
style.
finger ready. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a boom, chicka
Chicka boom. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Baby style.
Baby
I
style.
said a goo, chicka goo.
I 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 said a goo, 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 gaga, chicka goo.
I said a goo, goo, gaga,
Gaga,
goo, gaga, chicka goo.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Gangsta style. This was
Gangsta
some
style.
camp kids last year recommended this one, so I got to do this one. Here we go. I said a yo, chicka yo.
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 I said a yo. What's up, homie? What's up, homie? Chicka yo.
I said a yo.
What's up, homie? What's up, homie? Chicka yo.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One more time.
One more
One more
time.
time.
Janitor style.
Janitor style.
I said a broom, sweep a broom.
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 I said a broom, sweep a moppa, sweep a broom.
I said a broom,
Sweep a moppa, sweep a broom. Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
No more time.
No more time.
One more time.
Hello, 5th graders. It's Mrs. Bishop and Jackson. And we are supposed to be at camp on Monday, and we are missing it. We are so sad, aren't we? Yeah, so we made a fire for you guys tonight. We're going to make s'mores, right, with marshmallows, and then we have chocolate and graham crackers over here, all ready to go. So we are going to make s'mores with you, and then we're going to sing a campfire song, Wishing We Were at Camp. Okay, so ready, Jackson? You going to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to get a little closer.
Safe distances.
I need it bigger. I need the white closer.
Just a little closer. Jackson and I don't like it too burnt, right?
Yeah, two birds.
Oh,
it's on fire.
okay, I think those are good, right?
Right.
Okay, so we come over here.
No.
Yep, and we put the marshmallow, we drag it off. Here's the marshmallow. There's our s'mores. Okay, here's yours.
I know what those.
You want to hold it, or do you want to eat it after our song?
No.
Okay, so mommy's gonna. Oh, mommy. This is Bishop. Sorry, it's like. We're gonna sing a song, a campfire song, like we were at camp. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna sing Baby Bumblebee. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me. I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Ouch! It stung me. I'm squishing up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm squishing up my baby bumblebee. Ew! It's messy.
Yeah.
I'm licking up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm licking up my baby bumblebee. Oh, I don't feel good. I'm throwing up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm throwing up my baby bumblebee. What a mess. I'm sweeping up my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm sweeping up my baby bumblebee. Bye-bye, bumblebee. So I hope you guys liked our campfire. We made s'mores and sang a song with you. I miss you. Just wish we were at camp, but I hope to see you soon. Bye.
What is on a pan?
Hey everyone! I know Monday we were supposed to head to Camp Potawatomi for the day and night and the next day, and I'm really bummed that we didn't get to go. But I really hope that you enjoy the activities that we have in store for you through Zoom and your assignments and this really cool video that Mrs. Chrisman put together for you. Enjoy! Hey guys! One of my favorite things to do when you're camping, and especially around the campfire, is to hear spooky stories. So I got one for you. It's called The Coffin. As he passed the gates, he heard a strange noise in the darkness behind him. Not daring to look back, he quickened his pace, but the bumping noise continued behind him. He stopped and turned to see what it was. Coming down the road behind him was a coffin, standing on the end, bumping from side to side. Bump, bump, bump. The man couldn't believe his eyes. Terrified, he turned and ran into the driving rain. Behind him, the coffin came faster. Bump, bump, bump. Ahead of him, there was a branch that had fallen from a tree. He reached down and grabbed it as he ran by. He turned and threw it at the coffin, but it just splintered, and the coffin continued chasing him, faster and faster. Bippity, bippity, bippity. The man turned the corner onto a street and ran through his front gate, the coffin right behind him. The man dashed into the house, but the coffin crashed through the front door. The front of the coffin swung open, and the man glimpsed the horrible sight of a dead skeleton inside. He ran upstairs and grabbed his shotgun off the wall display. Then he took aim and blasted the coffin with both barrels, but the shot bounced harmlessly off the coffin as it continued up the stairs. Bump, clomp, bump, clomp, bump, clomp. The man, desperate and scared to death, jumped into the bathroom and locked the door, but he knew it would do no good. The coffin banged against the door, and suddenly the door exploded and the coffin came through it. In desperation, the man reached out his hand and grabbed the first thing he could reach. It was a bottle of cough syrup. He threw it at the coffin, and the coffin stopped. Get it? The cough stopped. Hope you enjoyed this spooky, funny story.
Hey Foxes, this next song is called The Littlest Worm, and it is an echo song. It's actually singing instead of chanting this time, but it's got one part that's echo and it's got one part that's sung together. So you'll get the gist of it as we go, but as we do it, if I point to me, it's my turn, you, it's your turn, and like this, it's everybody's turn. Here we go. The littlest worm,
The littlest worm
I ever saw,
I ever saw
got stuck inside
got stuck inside
my soda straw.
my soda straw.
The littlest worm I ever saw got stuck inside my soda straw. He said to me,
He said to me,
don't take a sip,
don't take a sip,
for it's you do,
For if you do,
you'll surely slip.
you'll surely flip.
He said to me, don't take a sip.
For if you do, you'll surely flip.
I took a sip,
I took a sip,
and he went down,
and he went down
all through my pipes.
all through my pipes.
He must have drowned.
He must have drowned.
I took a sip, and he went down, all through my pipes. He must have drowned. He was my pal.
He was my pal.
He was my friend.
He was my friend.
And now he's gone.
And now he's gone.
This is the end.
This is the end.
He was my pal.
He was my friend.
And now he's gone. This next song is called A Sailor Went to Sea. Now there's something special about this song. We have kind of 3 verses, and then those 3 verses get put together in one. And we're going to do that sequence 3 times. And the second and the third one, there's something special about them, so I want you to figure them out. This is not an echo song. A sailor went to sea, to see what he could see, and all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. A sailor went to chop, to see what he could chop, and all that he could chop was the bottom of the deep blue chop. A sailor went to knee, to see what he could knee, and all that he could knee was the bottom of the deep blue knee. Put them all 3 together. A sailor went to see chop knee, to see what he could see chop knee, and all that he could see chop knee was the bottom of the deep blue sea chop knee. Here's the next one. A sailor went to burr, to see what he could burr, and all that he could burr was the bottom of the deep blue burr. A sailor went to grr, to see what he could grr, and all that he could grr was the bottom of the deep blue grr. A sailor went to king, to see what he could king, and all that he could king was the bottom of the deep blue king. Put them together. A sailor went to Burger King to see what he could Burger King, and all that he could Burger King was the bottom of the deep blue Burger King. Did you figure it out? Not going to tell you, see if you can. Here's the last set. I wave the smoke out of my face. A sailor went to dare, to see what he could dare, and all that he could dare was the bottom of the deep blue dare. A sailor went to E, to see what he could E, and all that he could E was the bottom of the deep blue E. A sailor went to queen, to see what he could queen, and all that he could queen was the bottom of the deep blue queen. Put them together. A sailor went to dare E queen to see what he could dare E queen, and all that he could dare E queen was the bottom of the deep blue dairy queen. Did you figure that one out?
All right, 5th graders, gather around. I'm going to tell you a nice, scary story for camp time. At the end of a long, dark road is a long, dark path. And at the end of a long, dark path is a lone, dark house. And the lone, dark house has a single, dark door. Behind the single dark door is a long, dark hall. At the end of the long, dark hall are some tall, dark stairs. And at the top of the tall, dark stairs is a long, dark balcony. At the end of the long, dark balcony is a big, dark room. In the big dark room is a big dark closet. And in the big dark closet is a big dark door. And behind the big dark door are some steep dark stairs. At the top of the steep dark stairs is a dark, dusty attic. in the dark, dusty attic is a big, dark chest. And in the big, dark chest is a small, dark box. And in the small, dark box is a pink jelly bean.
This next one is a song and then a variation on that song. So the song is called A Ram Sam Sam, or you might know as a Ram Sam Sam. Different people sing it different ways. So here's that part first. This is not an echo song. A ram sam sam, a ram sam sam, gooly 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 ram sam sam, a ram sam sam, a ram sam sam, gooly 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 ram sam sam, a Rafi, gooly 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 ram sam sam, a Rafi, gooly 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 ram sam sam. Now here's the funny version. And I'm gonna kind of chant it, kind of sing. It's not gonna probably be sung as nicely as a ram sam sam. Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, a Burger King, a Long John Silver's and a Burger King, a Burger King, a Long John Silver's and a Burger King, Red Lobster, a Long John Silver's and a Burger King, Red Lobster, a Long John Silver's and a Burger King. A lean cuisine, a slim fast shake and a lean cuisine, a slim fast shake and a lean cuisine. Weight Watchers, a slim fast shake and a lean cuisine. Weight Watchers, slim fast shake and a lean cuisine.
Hey guys, I got another spooky story for you. It's called The Purple Gorilla. When I was younger, I had an old pickup that didn't run very well. I was constantly needing to repair it, but I couldn't afford anything better. One evening, I was driving home from a camping trip out in the mountains, and it started sputtering, which was a good sign it would soon stop running. Luckily, there was a farm up ahead, so I pulled in and stopped. I knocked on the door and asked the farmer if I could use his phone to call for help. Unfortunately, he didn't have a phone way out there, so I asked him if I could spend the night in the barn and maybe use his tools to fix my truck in the morning. Now, you know how farmers are always willing to help folks out and all. So he said that would be just fine. He even invited me to have dinner before turning in for the night. We had a nice dinner of beef, potatoes, and beans, and then he showed me to the barn so I could lay out my sleeping bag on the straw. It was a real nice barn, and I was sure I'd get a good night's sleep. But just as he was leaving, he said there was one thing he figured I should know about. So he took me over to a pile of straw and pushed it out of the way, revealing a trap door in the floor. He grabbed the iron ring on the door and pulled it up. There I saw stairs heading down into the dark, and I followed the farmer down the stairs. Squeak, squeak. At the bottom of the stairs, there was a large oak door with an iron bolt. The farmer pushed the bolt across, clunk, and pulled the door open. And walked through. Down a narrow, dark tunnel, we encountered a steel door with a solid crossbar holding it closed. The farmer lifted the crossbar, and struggled to pull the door open. And we walked on. A few yards further on was a clear door made of bulletproof glass, 12 inches thick. It had a combination lock, and I watched as the farmer opened it. 12, 23, 7. Click, 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 and then swung the door open. Swoosh! Past this door was a huge cage made of 3-inch round titanium bars, but that wasn't what caught my eye. What I saw was the huge monster inside the cage. It was gigantic. It was covered with purple fur, and it was asleep. The farmer said, "This is what I needed to show you. This is my purple gorilla, and if you've got to promise me, I mean really promise me, that you will not touch him." Well, I thought that was about the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard. Of course I'm not going to touch a gigantic purple gorilla. And so I promised him, and I thanked him for showing me his secret. Then we made our way back to the surface. He closed the glass door, swoosh, and spun the lock, click, 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 and lowered the crossbar, groan. He closed the oak door, and slid the bolt in place, clunk. We climbed the stairs, squeak, 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 and then dropped the trapdoor closed. Thump. Then he spread straw back over the trapdoor to hide it. Well, I was tired, so I laid out my sleeping bag and hit the hay. And the farmer went back to his house. But I just couldn't stop thinking about the purple gorilla. What a magnificent creature. I wonder why the farmer didn't want me to touch it. It was asleep, so what's the harm? Finally, my curiosity got the best of me, and I couldn't fight it any longer. I jumped up and went over and brushed the straw from the trapdoor. I grabbed the iron ring on the door and pulled it up. I went down the stairs. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I pushed the bolt on the oak door open. Clunk. And opened the door open. And walked through. I raised the crossbar on the steel door. Groan. And struggled to pull the door open. Oomph, grunt, and walked on. I came to the 12-inch thick, bulletproof glass door and opened the combination lock. 12, 23, 7. Click, click, click. And then swung the door open. Swoosh. I walked up to the huge cage made of 3-inch round titanium bars and gazed at the purple gorilla that was still fast asleep. I reached out my hand. I softly touched his fur, and he immediately jumped up and let out a blood-curdling roar, turning and staring at me with huge blood-red eyes. Needless to say, I tore out of there as fast as I could. When I got to the glass door, I could hear the gorilla tearing at the bars of the cage. I turned around in time to see him ripping and bending the bars and forcing his way through. I closed the glass door, swoosh! I spun the lock, click, 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 and ran on. Just as I was closing the steel door, grunt, it shattered into millions of shards of glass. I lowered the crossbar, groan, and ran on. I slammed the oak door closed, creak. Just as the steel door exploded off its hinges, I slid the bolt in place, clunk, and scurried up the stairs, squeak, squeak, squeak. Just as I was dropping the trap door, kerthump, the oak door disintegrated into slivers no bigger than a toothpick. I didn't bother spreading straw over the trap door. Instead, I ran to my truck, hoping to escape. As I opened my truck's door, straw wood flew out of the door of the barn as the trapdoor was thrown from its hinges, and the gorilla leapt out into the barnyard. He saw me as I jumped in the truck and tried to get in it. It started. I turned the key and could see the gorilla running across the yard toward me. The truck didn't start. I tried again, and this time the engine turned over and came to life. Just as I was putting the truck in gear, the purple gorilla reached the door, grabbed the handle, and ripped the door completely off the truck. I stomped on the gas. The engine raced, but nothing happened. The gorilla had lifted the truck off the ground, and I was helpless. As I sat there helplessly, that enormous purple gorilla reached into the truck, stretched out his giant, hairy hand towards me, grabbed my arm, and said, "Tag, you're it."
This next song is called Herman the Worm. It's one of my favorites, and some of you guys probably even know it from me teaching it to you. We need our hands ready. This is not an echo song, so you'll be doing it along with me. Here we go. Sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? He said, I swallowed my sister. I said, Herman, you're a bad, bad worm. The next day, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? I swallowed my brother. I said, Herman, you're a bad, bad worm. The next day, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? I swallowed my mother. I said, Herman, you're a bad, bad worm. The next day, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? He said, I swallowed my father. Herman, you're a bad, bad worm. The next day, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? I swallowed my teacher. Herman, you're a bad, bad worm. The next day, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? I swallowed my principal. I said, Herman, you're a bad, bad worm. The next day, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Along came Herman the worm, and he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? I burped.
I hope you guys enjoyed our video and our camp songs. I wish we were actually at camp, but this will do. We miss you. Bye.
Hey, 5th grade. Hope you enjoyed the music that Mrs. Chrisman put together for you and my superb singing. I had fun doing it. Wish we could have all been together at the campfire, but know that I'm thinking of you guys all the time, and wish you the best and keep working hard till the end of the school year. Miss you all.